Hello, beautiful people. Today we are going to replace our disposable Wet Swiffer cloths. I have purchased some microfiber Swiffer cloths from Amazon, and they've been working great dry on the floor already, just for a sweeper. But today we're going to make the liquid cleaner that I'm gonna keep them in to use them as my Wet Swiffer cloths as well. So I found this recipe and promptly took a photograph of it and then forgot where I found it, but probably Pinterest. So it's just a recipe for a good floor cleaner, and we're gonna make it together. Okay, as for what you need, we've got white distilled vinegar. I also have distilled water. It's so funny because I drink tap water, but when I make cleaning products, I always use distilled water. And I guess it's because I have this idea that, I don't know, any organisms living in my tap water could proliferate if I make a cleaning product that then just sits there. So I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe you tell me if that's even possible. But moving on, also some rubbing alcohol, dish soap. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know I love Mrs. Meyer's basil scented. A lemon we're gonna juice. I have a little measuring cup. I love this measuring cup by OXO. It's exactly a quarter cup, but it also has the breakdowns for ounces and even tablespoons. So if you don't want to be using your little tablespoon, you can measure it out in this. And then I've got I bought a pack of 4 of these, so I have 3 because one I've been using on my Swiffer. And then I just have this glass rectangular container. My idea is I'll make the cleaning solution and just store it in here with the cloth. So then when I want to use one, I can just pull it out, wring it out, put it on my Swiffer, and it'll essentially function like a disposable one, except I'll just throw it in the wash when I'm done instead of in the trash, in the landfill. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just juice my lemon so that I have a clean quarter cup. Okay, my favorite way to juice a citrus fruit is just to use a reamer and strainer. These work so well. This is a wooden one. I got it at Crate & Barrel a long time ago. I don't know if they even sell wooden ones there anymore. They might all be melamine, but they work great. So I just put my strainer on top of my little measuring cup. This is just gonna be to balance the handle. It would be cool to just have like a non-handled strainer to just set in your cup. So if you're developing products out there, there's my boat. Okay, so it says a quarter cup of lemon juice. So actually, it looks like this one lemon is not gonna be nearly enough. So I have miscalculated off the bat. I only have 1 lemon in my house right now. I mean, I guess what I could do, since I think all the measurements are for a quarter cup, I could just change it so all the measurements are whatever I have here of my lemon juice, but I'm not gonna do that, even though I should. I'm just gonna, actually this is close. Really squeeze it out at the end. And then what happens, of course, is pulp is like clogging up the mesh. So if you kind of stir it around in there, then you get a little more juice. So you know what? We have, a quarter cup is 4 tablespoons. We have 3 tablespoons, so that is good enough for me. I'm not gonna bother adjusting the amounts of the other ingredients. I'm just gonna have this recipe have slightly less lemon juice than is called for. Now I'm not gonna pour the ingredients in over top of these because I don't want them to absorb unevenly. So I'm just gonna start with this empty container, and we're gonna do a quarter cup of lemon juice, if you have a quarter cup. I suggest having 2 lemons to make it, just FYI. Quarter cup of water. Quarter cup of vinegar. This is my favorite home cleaning ingredient. Quarter cup of alcohol. And 1 tablespoon of liquid dish soap. So like I said, I have tablespoon measures in here. So here's 1 tablespoon. Another tip that I'm thinking of is measure out your water after your liquid dish soap so that it can, like, you know, help you get all of the dish soap out of your cup. Oops. I'm making a little bit of a mess. No big deal. Okay. So, water, vinegar, alcohol, lemon juice, dish soap. That's it. So, it smells like the main smell actually is the rubbing alcohol, believe it or not. You end up with not a ton of this. So I'm actually going to start by just submerging one of my cleaning cloths. Okay, so it's foaming up because of that dish soap. This is so great. Okay, so now I have my damp cleaning cloth. I'm gonna change the camera angle and we're just gonna wipe down my floor. See how it goes. So this is one of these microfiber cloths, just dry. And it's great to just run over the floor any old time. I've kind of been keeping it just set up like this in my kitchen, and when I drip water on the floor or anything, I can just like soak it up right then and there with this. It makes it really easy. But we are gonna put on our wet cleaning cloth. Yay! With our, oof, it really smells like alcohol. I mean, you can't smell the vinegar, the lemon, or the amazing Mrs. Meyer's basil scented dish soap. You just smell alcohol. The seal, the elastic on these is really tight, which is great. Okay, so here we have on our wet cloth. Okay, people, here's my kitchen floor, complete with a coffee stain. So we'll check out the job this does. Hello! Oh my gosh, you guys have to try this. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see on camera. Obviously you can see I got my coffee stain up with no trouble. Did an amazing job. So my final review is really easy to mix it together and does a great job cleaning the floor, doesn't leave the floor sticky, doesn't leave any lingering smell. Give it a try. I'm planning to just store mine in the fridge like that with cloths in it, and then every week when I go to just lightly mop my floor, I can just take one out, give it a squeeze, wipe up my floor, throw it in the wash. Easy as pie. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.